Hello everybody, welcome to Matt Cracks Packs. I'm back again, my third video, 3 days in a row surprisingly. I'm going to open some packs today. I got a Kaladesh gift box they had at Walmart, and it was normally $19.98 and they had it off about 20%, so I got it for about 15 bucks, almost $15, and figure it comes with 5 packs. And it comes with a nice foil alternate art Chief of the Foundry, really nice felt interior box to hold cards, and I need some room for Dominaria cards, so it's definitely worth the money. Cheaper than the LGS for packs. They only had one, so I grabbed the one they had. This is my version of Mono Red Deck Wins, and I just wanted to get people's opinions on it. So comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you want to do. Love to have subscribers and people checking out my decks. It'll be less pack openings, and it'll be a mix of pack openings and deck techs. I love building decks. I've got a very large card collection. I'm going to delve eventually into Modern, but I just haven't built Modern decks, and I'll play a lot of Modern. But here's my Mono Red. I kind of altered it a little bit. I got 3 Phoenixes in there. I got 3 Hazarettes. I didn't do 4 Hazarettes. I did 3. Like I said in my last video, I'm attempting to get away from the sets that are cycling out. In Red Deck Wins, I don't think really that's possible. There's just too much in Amonkhet, in mainly Amonkhet, Kaladesh, Aether Revolt. There's too much in those sets that's perfect for red decks, but found a way to really make Wizard's Lightning work great. If you've got a Soulscar Mage on the board, Wizard's Lightning, you're hitting 1 mana for 3 damage, and you can target anything with it. That's huge. It's better than a lot of spells. Better than a Lightning Strike if you've got that Soulscar Mage out. I threw, of course, 4 Lightning Strikes. There's no choice there. I used Magma Spray instead of Shock. I don't understand why you do Shock for 2 when Magma Spray will exile the creature if it dies, and Shock won't. So to me that makes a lot of sense. Bomat Courier, kind of have to play that. I threw Jaya in there. I just want to see how she works over Chandra. I mean, the 3 mana is great. I've got Chandra in my side deck, but I would like to see how it works. And that -8 is huge. If you give her her main ability, if you get an emblem with, you may cast instant and store 3 cards from your graveyard. If a card cast this way would be put in your graveyard, exile it instead. And that's huge. And Red Deck Wins. I mean, you've got a pile of removal in your graveyard that you can just start flinging. That's massive, especially if you're in a late game against control. You're going to be able to overwhelm them fast. They're not going to have enough counter spells to deal with all the stuff they've already countered. I threw a Fight with Fire in there. It's huge. Just like I was saying, if you go late game against control, I mean, having 10 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets is huge. I mean, you just blast the player in the face. You can blast a player and Planeswalker. So that's huge in its own right. I went with Scavenger Grounds and Grasping Dunes. Fighting whether to do what's it called, Ruin, whatever it's called, Field of Ruin. It's huge against control, being able to blast Search of Perscana off if you can't take it out while it's an enchantment, which with Red Deck Wins you can't. I went the Fanatical Firebrands. I like Earthshaker Kenra, but I wanted to get away from that a little bit, and I love Fanatical Firebrand. It looks funny, and it's that haste 1/1, being able to sacrifice him and take out a token, or there's a lot of cards that surprisingly that 1 damage to any creature or player can take it out, and they can't choose not to block it. It's just going to happen. Jaya's Eliminating Inferno, in my opinion, is a ridiculous card. Karizev, everybody likes Karizev pretty much, especially that plays red. Like I said, 3 Hazarettes, 3 Kindling Phoenixes. This is my promo that I got on pre-release for Rivals. I was very happy to get that. At the time, it was only worth 15 bucks, and skyrocketed, and my LGS was trying to get me to trade it. I definitely did not want to. Yeah, I think it's a great deck. Absolutely great deck. But I just wanted people's opinions. Let me know what you think about it. I was looking at some alterations for it. I'll show you what I was thinking, and let me know your opinion. And then we'll get to cracking the packs I got. Use my giant hands here. Here's the sideboard, just so you can see. I threw 2 Aethersphere Harvesters in there, Chandra in the sideboard. It's always good to have one of her around. I've got 4 of them, but I decided just to do 1 for now. 2 Glory Bringers, 4 Harsh Mentors. I like Harsh Mentor. I think it's a good card. I want the Wizard in there for that removal spell. So Key to the City, which I think is a good card. I think it's really underestimated, the value of Key to the City. Hour Devastation, it's just great to be able to deal, with just the nasty mass creature decks that are out there right now. I mean, it's all about creature power right now. Even in Dominaria, it's all about creature power. The legendaries and so forth. Goblin Chain Whirler, I really like him. I got him as a full promo, and I really like him. I mean, that 3/3 first strike for 3 in mono red is huge, and it's a great card. And I don't want to main deck it until I see how valuable it is in FNM. I'm going to play this deck next Friday at FNM. I couldn't go this Friday. I went to see Infinity War. Now my wife thinks I sound like Thanos, so like great, I sound like a mass murderer. So, yep. So that's my sideboard. I was thinking, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you think. Anything I should exclude? Whether I should have more Chandras? I'm always open to interpretation. Always open to ideas, criticisms. So, Fiery Interventions. I was looking at these. These are all Dominaria cards that I was looking at subbing in. I especially was looking at the Red Wizards. I really like the Red Wizards from Dominaria. And somehow with 3 booster boxes, I only got 2 Fire Fist of Depths. The randomization is just ridiculous on these boxes. Get 2 Chronicler, get 2 Journey Mage. I'm kind of leaning away of Journey Mage because 3/2 for 3, it's okay, but in the 2 damage, you have to have another wizard on the board, which I would definitely have by then. Most likely have a Soulscar Mage out. But it's risky, unless I threw Lava Runners in there. So you got the Lava Runner. He's a 1/2 for 1, which is already pretty good. Have that extra toughness in there. And he gets +1/+0, as long as you have 2 instant or sorceries in your graveyard, which is pretty huge. By then, you can get that by turn 3 and have a 2/2, but it's okay. I was kind of leaning away from it. I was kind of leaning back and forth on it. Grid 2 Chronicler, when he enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And if you can kick him for 6 late in the game, I mean, that's pretty huge. You could pull anything back out of the graveyard, just more removal. It's just a constant cycle. Fire Fist Adept, when he enters the battlefield, deals X damage to target creature and opponent controls, where X is the number of wizards you control. I could get out of hand if I decided to really dump wizards in there, but as it is, I just don't have enough in the deck to make that useful. And get 2 Journey Mage, he's okay, deals 2 damage when he comes in if you have a wizard, but that's very conditional. And I like Fiery Intervention. I'm thinking of putting him on the sideboard. The 5 damage or destroy an artifact for 5. It's just a good late game, turn 5, turn 6 removal spell that'll deal with just about anything and destroy artifacts too. I mean, it's pretty good. There's probably better cards out there, but for a value deck, for a low cost deck, which I do like having some low cost decks in there. I find almost every other FNM I go to, if not every, there's a guy who only plays Modern that gets drug into playing Standard that needs a deck, and I don't really feel like handing somebody I don't know a $300 deck, so it's nice to have a fairly good but cheap deck I can hand them. So, and that's a deck tech for today that I like. Just thought everybody find it interesting. I also got these. They had these on sale at the Walmart by my house for $5. My LGS charges $7.99 for them. So it was a good grab. I doubt they'll be on sale like that for long. I like the color. I'll probably put my Merfolk deck in there. I'll probably put my next deck tech, my Merfolk deck. So this is the Kaladesh gift box. 5 packs in the most gigantic box you've ever seen in your life for cards. The great part is these have felt interior, and they're actually really nice for storing cards. They're easier to move around than a giant 1,200 count box or something like that. So we'll go ahead and open her up. Trusty pocket knife. Thing's pretty old. Got it from my dad. Okay. Too late now. I'm going back. So, that's what the box looks like. Top comes off nice and easy. Nice felt interior. I really like the interior of these. Pretty sweet. Comes in this little package like this. Cut this open and try not to damage the packs. There we go. Good. So, move the box. You get 5 packs Kaladesh. And I did hit a cheap invention out of one of these. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's like $15 invention. And that was before I hit my, I hit a soul ring out of Kaladesh invention. And I sold it to my LGS for a pretty penny in trade. But it went up to 400 after buying whatever is going on with it. Rudy, I love your cynicism on that. I do think people are trying to buy those out. But the supply is huge. There's a lot of those cards out there, and unlike Legends and those old sets, when you have those big buyouts, you're just never going to buy it out enough to hold that high price. It's going to drop again. So do not buy into that. Do not go collecting inventions. They're just not worth what they cost. They're not going to be worth that in 5 years. So that's Chief of the Foundry foil. I think it's a sweet looking little foil. This is huge right now with Karn out. The artifacts are huge. I hit a foil Karn. I'll show you guys. I already put that up. So that's an awesome card until it phases out. It comes with these dividers, which I love because I'm really weird that I separate alphabetical and by commons and uncommons and so forth. So these are, huge for me to have for organizing my cards. They're all pretty. I like them. And Inspiring Vantage, and they're based off the land cycle for Kaladesh. So I like those. They're pretty sweet. They're hard plastic. A lot better quality than the cards, that's for sure. And land pack. Won't even bother opening it. I give all my land to the LGS because people seem to think you just take the loaner cards and keep them. Kaladesh pack. Let's open the first one. I know my production quality might not be the best here. I'm just using an iPhone, sitting at my desk with a little spotlight in the background. So I'll pick up the quality eventually. We'll see what kind of momentum I gain on the channel. So, Aether Theorist, a Spireside Infiltrator, a Kujar Seed Sculptor, a Prakata Club Security, Aradara Express, Eager Construct, Malfunction, Glass Blowers Puzzle Nut, Commencement of Festivities. I count that right. Got a foil here. Possible Invention. Wisp-Weaver Angel, Demolition Stomper, Speedway Fanatic, and we got a Sahili's Artistry. It's actually pretty useful. It's not worth much, but it's a very useful card. I've played it before, and I did the draft for Kaladesh. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact, or create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. You can do one or both. And foil is acrobatic maneuver. Meh. Well, I love foils, but that is very off-center. Holy camoly. And then Servo and an Island. So I'll be putting that up on eBay. And it's been ridiculous what I've been getting for even just off-center cards. I estimate that'll go for $2-3 bucks. So, second pack. Got Thriving Grubs. Put the rare over here. Inspired Charge, Aether Trade Winds, Reckless Fireweaver, Cowl Prowler, Live Fast, Tezzeret's Ambition, nice little smudge there, Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, Salivating Gremlins, Narnum Cobra, got the regular Foundry Inspector, Disappearing Act, Brazen Scourge, and nice hit, Spirebluff Canal. Nice hit. It's half the box right there. Man, happy with that. I love Spirebluff Canal. I think that's at $8 now. And this set, I was looking at red, blue, and it could, with everything in standard, it could get out. You can make a pretty darn good deck. There's what I've been seeing a lot in packs I'm opening with the first card. Luckily it doesn't matter, but having that nick, I don't know why that happens a lot, even with the new set. Yeah, I'm a stickler for card quality because I collect. I don't just play, I collect. So I like my cards to be pretty. Weldfast Wingsmith, Spontaneous Artist, Aviary Mechanic, Pelican Blade Master. That thing haunts me. I've hit so many of these in foil. I hate it. Thriving Rats, Highspire Artisan, Torch Gauntlet, Doomed Operative. I got a foil in this pack. Glint Sleeve Artisan, a Shrewd Negotiation, Fairgrounds Trumpeter, Air of Innovation, and oh, my most hated rare. Hit this card a lot too. Combo Console of Allocation. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And the foil, Electrostatic Pummeler foil. Very nice. I like that. My foil rare. It's got to be worth a few bucks. That card has absolutely murdered me online before. Gets pretty out of control with enough energy. 2 foils out of 3 packs so far. I like that. I'm a big foil. I love foils. I live for foils. Absolutely love them. Got a Spireside Infiltrator, a Sky Swirl Harrier, a Dramatic Reversal, a Wayward Giant, Ambitious Aetherborn, Cowl Prowler, Tezzeret's Ambition, Doomed Operative, Narnum Cobra, Propeller's Pioneer. We may have a foil here. Volatilic Brawler, an Aetherborn Marauder, Fairgrounds Trumpeter, and Eliminate the Competition. This is another one of those rares that just seems to pop up constantly. You know, when I first started playing in 1994. I was working at Super Kmart here in Tucson before I enlisted, and the Star Wars CCG and this game came out around the same time and hit Kmart, and I spent nearly all my paychecks on buying the brand new MTG product came out, and I got a lot of old stuff, and we played the heck out of it without sleeves and annihilated everything, and we had a lot of fun. Just didn't know what it would be worth, and I played until I enlisted, and then played during apprenticeship school, and then dropped it, but kept most of my cards and sent them to my parents, and they held on to them for me, luckily, and then gone back later and I've just been getting rid of what I have so I can buy standard. I love playing standard, so just selling it piece by piece. I don't have the heart to sell my whole collection. Okay, so I got a Thriving Turtle, a Ruinous Gremlin, an Eddy Trailhawk, an Appetite for the Unnatural, a Night Market Lookout, a Cogworker's Puzzle Nut, a Tidy Conclusion, Inventor's Goggles, Larger Than Life, Revoke Privileges, a Harness Lightning, very useful uncommon, Restoration Gearsmith, and a rare is a Beaumont Courier. Not bad at all. That was pretty good box there. They had the little ching thing showing the money I made, but Beaumont Courier is about $1. Limited competition. I'm sure that's less now with those boxes that came out. Combo, Farbluff Canals, $8. Let's see here these artistries. Jank. Electrostatic Pummeler. I'm gonna see what that's worth right now. I am one of those guys. It's all about what the cards are worth. I love having just about any card, but I like to see what they're worth. $0.85. Yeah, it was a pretty fun opening. I enjoyed it. Got some fun cards for what I paid. Almost break even. Almost. Magic, you're pretty lucky if you break even. And I did really well with that Dominaria box, so I don't see maybe a little bit of my luck was used up. I got the 2 emblems for the mono red deck. The emblem and the elemental. It's pretty tokens. I wish I could get a foil elemental. I don't have one. I'll have to. I didn't get one of those. I think they were F&M promo, but I don't think I was there when they were handing those out. So I think that'll be about it today. I think video's been long enough. I gotta get out of here and take care of some things. So everybody, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please comment. I love comments. Anything's good. Anything. If you want to bash me, if you want to like me, whatever you want. So everybody have a great day. And I'd like to give a mention to Rudy. I'm a patron of his, and I love his content. Makes me laugh all the time. And I do shout out to Mr. Bevers. I've been a patron of his as well for a long time. He's a great guy. Opens a lot of good stuff. Does cooking videos, as it turns out. Real good guy. I like MTG Unscrewed. Sad to hear he's somewhat getting out of the game, but I can understand it. It does get crazy expensive. And there's a lot of other guys out there. Dr. MTG. Just give a shout out to all those guys. And inspired me to do a little bit of this. I doubt I'll do a lot, but you'll see me here and there. Thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you have a great night and a great week.